Hello, television family. We have returned. It is Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. It's November 13th, almost the middle of the month. Wasn't like Halloween like 2 days ago. It seems that way. I don't know. Time just seems to be going faster. I'm Dan Kuntz. It is going to feel very November-ish like today. It started raining lightly, hit and miss showers about 3:30, 4 o'clock this morning for about 20 minutes there outside of our studios around 5. It was coming down pretty good. It's going to be hit and miss showers all day today. It's going to be cloudy. It's not going to be particularly cold. In fact, our normal high temperature for this date is 45. We're already at 45. It's warm air that's coming in, but big time snow in the mountains. We're going to be wet most of the day today. Not real wet, but wet enough, and we need it. In some locations in our viewing area, you're going to get a lot of rain. We're going to be protected a little bit from the Lake of the Cascades. The system is coming up from the southwest, so that's why we're having some warmer and moister air visiting us. We dry out tonight. Beautiful. Lots of sunshine for Thursday and Friday. Another system comes in just in time for the weekend. It's going to be wet this Saturday and Sunday as well. All those details are coming up, plus the news. Another busy day in the newsroom yesterday. Good night for the Kraken. Seattle Kraken. They stumbled out of the gate. They gave up 2 quick goals to the Colorado Avalanche, and then they righted the ship, especially in the second period. Highlights you're going to want to see. And of course, we'll talk about the prep state playoffs underway across the board. We'll have all of that in sports. And in the back half of the program, it is 1 week from tomorrow. It begins the Festival of Trees, the biggest fundraiser of the year for the New America Performing Arts Center. It's been going on as long as the New America Performing Arts Center has been open. It's been quite popular. As you might imagine, the Festival of Trees is back. We visited the PAC yesterday, talked to Katie Grove, the interim executive director, to talk about the Festival of Trees again. It begins 1 week from tomorrow. You don't want to miss that. Oh, it might be 90's kind of opinion too. 2 minutes after the hour, we do our tour, and we can see the Wenatchee Valley. We can see it pretty good, which is pretty remarkable considering it wasn't that long ago before the sun came up. It was raining pretty good. It's also going to be windy throughout the course of the day today. Those pressure gradients are going to tighten a little bit as this system rolls into the Wenatchee Valley. It's going to be a quick hitting system, but while it's here, it's going to give us some rain and some wind. Yeah, we're already at 45 degrees, believe it or not. Yesterday we hit 54. It was mild yesterday. Our normal high is 45 degrees. Sunrise right now, 7:03. Sunset tonight, 4:26. That's 9 hours and 23 minutes of daylight, which is 2 minutes and 39 seconds less than yesterday. It all adds up, these shorter and shorter days. Camera 2, we're off to Bear Mountain. Good morning to Manson. You can see Wapato Point sticking out there a little bit. It's not quite sunrise up there. It will be in about another minute or so. Looks like they got quite. That could be the clouds and the rain that was visiting us about 45 minutes ago. It looks like it's considerably cloudier up there in the Manson area, Lake Chelan area. It looks like it's pretty dense. They're going to get rain as well. Everybody's going to get rain. We got a slide to show for you in just a little bit. The Lake Wenatchee camera is probably all but nothing, and there it is. There's somewhere down there is Lake Wenatchee. It hasn't gone anywhere. At least well, if it has gone, we would have a new lead story, but Lake Wenatchee is still there. That's just what the camera shows. Wahatus might be visible today. Well, there's Wahatus. The Wahatus camera usually shows us miles and miles of miles and miles. Instead, we have, well, nothing. They're getting rain too. Everybody's going to get rain today. Nobody's going to be avoiding the rain, and a lot of people are going to be dealing with wind throughout the course of the day as well. So heads up there. Oh, by the way, good luck to Wahatus High School in their quest for a state volleyball championship. Two slides to show for you from the National Weather Service. I cracked myself up. Here's our rain totals for today. Again, we're protected by the Cascades, so we're going to get, if we get a lot of rain, up to maybe 1/4 of an inch, which for us is still a lot of rain. But you head up to the northern part of our viewing area, up to the Omak, Okanagan, Methow Valley area, more rain for you guys and some significant snow in the Cascades. But it's going to be rain for the most part on the passes that are the most heavily traveled. Stevens, Blewett, Snoqualmie. Snow level is going to be above 5,000 feet, so you're looking at rain and some significant snowmelt. Over the weekend, though, heads up, a lot of snow in the Cascades because we're going to have cooler temperatures. And here is your storm totals for State Route 20. This is, of course, the North Cascades Highway. If they get that 2 feet of snow, that could very well could happen. They might just close it down. I mean, they don't open it, obviously, year-round. At some point, the Washington State Department of Transportation just simply says the plows aren't worth it. When you're driving over a pass at 7,000 feet in elevation, you're going to get snow this time of the year. So this could be the end of the line for the North Cascades Highway. They may just close Washington Pass and call it good by the end of the day today. But if you're heading that way, get ready for some snow and some serious rain in the Omak, Okanagan area as well. From the National Weather Service, rain. Rain until about 5 or so. Still going to see some hit and miss showers after that, but we're going to have rain for the most part today. Not heavy doses of rain, light steady rain, lots of clouds, high of 51. That's very, very mild, and it's going to be breezy today. Winds could be gusting about 20, 25 miles an hour before this day is over. Chance of rain tonight goes down to about nothing. And then it picks up again a little bit. So there's a slight chance of some light rain tonight. Very mild, 38 for the overnight low. Freezing is usually our overnight low this time of the year. And then Thursday and Friday looking pretty good. Partly sunny, chance of rain very little on Thursday, none at all really on Friday. So we have a couple of days of no rain and still very mild temperatures. That's very, very warm. And then here comes the rain Saturday. Most of it will be in the afternoon hours. So Saturday morning will be dry and with some sunshine. Saturday afternoon, the clouds roll in, the system rolls in, the rain starts coming down. We'll cool off. We'll only get to 46 on Saturday. Saturday night rain, a good dose of rain it looks like. Snow level is going to be about 3,000 feet on Saturday night, heads up there. And then rain Sunday morning before the clouds depart on Sunday afternoon. So what looks like from Saturday afternoon, all night Saturday night, and into Sunday morning, another dose of rain, and then another chance of rain perhaps late Sunday night before sunshine returns Monday and Tuesday. High temperatures, though, pretty warm for the next 3 days for this time of the year. Going to take a break. When we come back, we got the news. You're watching the Wednesday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCWLIFE channel.
Want to stay up to date on the latest news in the area? Tired of paying for your news? Download the NCWLIFE app now. No subscriptions necessary. Get news, weather, sports, and more live as it happens. Available for iPhone and Android in the App Store. Local news at your fingertips. Don't miss the stories that matter to you. Stay connected. Download the NCWLIFE app now.
Raising a family may have seemed overwhelming to your parents, but they weren't. Coach, teacher, life guide, caregiver. Family takes care of family. And as the circle of life continues, you now are their caregiver. It may seem overwhelming, but we're here to help you find the support services necessary so you can provide quality care to your elders.
Call Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington at 1-800-572-4459.
Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, located on South Wenatchee Ave, has the largest selection of spas and swim spas in town. Stay cool this summer in an artesian swim spa and use it all year long. We enjoy helping families reconnect one spa at a time. Hot tubs are proven to improve sleep and decrease arthritis pain. Our passion is water, so please bring us a water sample, and we will help you diagnose your pool or spa water for free. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, your pool and spa experts.
I'm Jim Heinlein, and I've been working with you all for about 20 years now. And it's safe to say I've seen most every situation as it relates to annual election period. This AEP is going to be like a tsunami. It's not tall, but it's huge in effect. And when the water retreats, you're going to see the damage to those who didn't react properly. So what is a proper reaction? Well, call a local insurance professional like Springwater Insurance. We have already developed a strategy for those of you who need a change. Give us a call at 509-888-2600.
Well, as you can tell, it is raining all over north central Washington. It's cloudy, it's foggy, it's 45 degrees, and that's pretty much what we're going to have today. Plus, we'll throw in a little wind. We'll dry out tonight. A couple of nice days Thursday and Friday, and then more rain for the weekend. It's 9 minutes after the hour. A young man from Grand Coulee was arrested on Sunday after he reportedly injured 2 people with a knife at a party. The Grant County Sheriff's Office, along with the Grand Coulee Police Department, responded to a call of a big fight at about 2:15 in the morning on Sunday in the 200 block of 2nd Street. Now, most of the attendees left the party once authorities got there, but one individual returned and armed himself with a kitchen knife. The 17-year-old boy then allegedly swung the knife at a 22-year-old woman, slashing the back of her head, and confronting a 20-year-old man, also swinging the knife and slashing his chest. He was then restrained by other attendees until police arrested him. Both victims were later treated by paramedics. The teenager is currently housed in the Chelan County Juvenile Justice Center while authorities continue their investigation. Superintendent Carol Lewis will continue to lead the Moses Lake School District after serving in the role of the last couple of months as interim. In May, the district placed Superintendent Monty Sabin on administrative leave as the district began to battle a $20 million budget shortfall. Lewis filled the role on an interim basis, and the interim tag was dropped last week, according to the district. A press release said Lewis's commitment to helping the district restructuring district finances and helping navigate the budget crisis exceeded expectations of the school board, who transitioned to the permanent role takes immediate effect. Municipalities in Central Washington are putting forward new ordinances around unauthorized camping on public property now that the Supreme Court of the United States has made it easier to pass such laws. Chelan County was among the first local governments to pass a homeless law, and is now in the midst of crafting policies to offer social services and other assistance to homeless people facing eviction from county property. County Commissioner Kevin Overbay spoke about the new law on the Chelan County Connection podcast.
This really is an opportunity for us, if there's an encampment, for us to have face-to-face contact with folks that may need to have services provided to them, that maybe don't know about services or have not taken services that they've known about in the past, but maybe now is the time for them to be able to utilize those services. So really we're putting the finishing touches on that. We have another session next week that we're doing. The code was actually developed over a few weeks. We actually brought in folks from different departments, our community services and housing department, our public works, prosecuting attorney's office, our community development, our sheriff's office, and really got feedback on the code. But the code is just one part of the whole story. But realistically, what the code says is that it provides our sheriff's office an opportunity to contact people that are on county-owned properties, ask them to leave, give them 24 hours notice opportunity to vacate the property, to take their belongings off of the property. And then basically, after that 24-hour period, they can be trespassed from the property. The idea is not to criminalize homelessness or to criminalize anybody's use of the property. It's to really just get compliance with unauthorized uses of the property from any individual who basically seems to be on county-owned properties, for purposes that really are not authorized for county purposes or for the general public as a whole. It's really any properties that are owned or managed by the county for the purposes of providing services to the citizens. It could be vacant properties that maybe have no intrinsic use today, but could potentially have uses down the road, whether it be for roadway uses or other county functions. It could actually even be our campus here on Washington Street, the county courthouse. So it's really any county properties that are owned or operated or managed by the county. So if we're under contract with another entity to manage their properties, it would be applicable to those as well. It basically gives timeframes. So we have between 24 and 72 hours to actually clean up the encampment area. And so we give our 24-hour notice. We'll either return within 24 hours or a little bit further after that. Law enforcement will be a part of that just for safety and security. But we will potentially be utilizing folks that are identified within the county family here from other departments, whether it's our public works department through solid waste, whether it is our community services and housing department that would actually be able to provide assistance either through coordinated entry or through our third-party contracts that we have with our vendors, such as like a Women's Resource Center or Community Action Council, food security elements, things like that, to be able to have an opportunity to provide those folks that are being contacted the warm handoff to those services, really, that are available in our community.
Sticking with the Chelan County Commissioners, they agreed yesterday to lower the speed limit on a section of Chumstick Highway just north of Leavenworth. It's going to go from 35 miles an hour to 25 miles an hour. The move lengthens an existing 25-mile zone by 0.3 of a mile near the city limits. County Public Works Director Eric Pearson told the commissioners the change makes sense given traffic and development along that part of the Chumstick.
Basically what it does is it takes the 25-mile-an-hour zone that's down by the county shop and extends it up past the intersection with North Road, roughly to about the reindeer farm. And so the rationale, as you saw in my report, is not only because the congestion occurring at North Road intersection, but once the occupancy of the apartments come into play, that adds a fourth leg with a lot more traffic, which could have more congestion. Eventually, with our construction of the roundabout anyways, we want to actually decrease speeds up at that location prior to.
Mm-hmm. Later this week or next week, aerial drones will swoop over the Wenatchee River, where it's joined by Peshastin Creek. The Bird Eye Survey is meant to collect data on fish and animal habitat around the confluence. It's part of the ongoing habitat restoration program around the lower Peshastin Creek. It's a partnership between the State Fish and Wildlife and the Department of Ecology. Officials have already spent part of this year removing lead-contaminated soil in that area. In 2025, they'll begin aquatic habitat restoration. Drone flights will commence either tomorrow or on November 21st, depending on the weather. And the Wenatchee Valley has a new face representing them in Olympia. Samantha Louderback is a graduate of Central Washington University, and she will become the lobbyist representing the Wenatchee Valley Chamber of Commerce. Louderback works for the SL Public Affairs system. They'll represent key issues and engage with policymakers while in Olympia. She replaces Bruce Beckett, who is retiring. He's been a lobbyist since 1996. The Chamber says is looking forward to the fresh perspective of Louderback, who will support and champion the interests of Wenatchee Valley businesses. And that's the news. At 17 minutes after the hour, another newscast comes here. First thing we do, we get in here and we say, what's going on? And then throughout the course of the day, we gather the news, we disseminate the news, and out it comes at 5 o'clock on television, 5, 6, and 10 on television. That doesn't work in your schedule. Point and click. You're good to go. You can watch our news about 5 o'clock on our homepage, NCWLIFE.com, our Facebook page, our YouTube page. We have X, Instagram. We have things I probably am not aware of, but I'm not, as you probably figured out, the coldest beer in the six-pack. And if there's something out there that you think is newsworthy, send us an email, news@ncwlife.com. Sports is next. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCW Life. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCW Life channel. Central Washington Water is your hot spring spa dealer for over 45 years. Shop their showroom and see the new Freshwater Smart IQ. This is a new innovative approach to super simple water care combined with the freshwater salt system to give you clean, balanced spa water naturally. There's a hot tub for every budget. Save up to $1,000 on hot spring spas or buy plug-and-play spas starting at $79 per month. Why shop anywhere else? Central Washington Water. They service what they sell.
The family at the Epladolin want to help your loved one feel at ease in their new home environment. Epladolin offers beautiful one-bedroom and studio apartments. Residents enjoy 3 delicious home-style meals a day, laundry service, housekeeping service, and encouragement to make themselves cozy in their new home. Epladolin welcomes your family to come and visit their family. Epladolin, independent and assisted living. They make the complicated easy for you. Call today for a tour.
Hey there folks, Blueberry Carrie here to invite you on out to experience Blueberry Hills. Of course, the food is fabulous, like our cheese splints, our famous French dip, our legendary Eggs Benedict, and unforgettable burgers. But we're more than just great food. People come from all over the world to experience what's been called one of the best destination restaurants in the Pacific Northwest. So come on out and see what all the fuss is about. Blueberry Hills in Manson. It's where the world is coming to.
19 minutes after the hour, the Seattle Kraken scored twice in 10 seconds. They had a 4-goal second period, and they came back from a 2-goal deficit to defeat the Columbus Blue Jackets 5-2 at Climate Pledge Arena last night. Joey Decord had 38 saves for the Kraken.
But getting there first was Will Borgen to help out Mahura. Everly turns it over. Now Aston Reese. They score! Sean Corrali may have got to it before it crossed the goal line. If not, it's Zach Aston Reese. Any way you slice it, Columbus gets the goal from Corrali, and they have a 1-0 lead. Picks up his second goal of the season. And Columbus has earned a 1-0 lead here at the outset. It's dumped in. Corrali gets after it, sings a pass, they score! A beautiful play at Zach Aston Reese on the receiving end of a sizzling pass from Sean Corrali. 2-0 Blue Jackets. On the outside and back for Larson. He'll dust it off, cruise the line, a head fake on Putia. Now Gord in the slot. Burakovsky, Danforth, a chance, they score! Ty Cartier with a turnaround backhander in tight. And the Kraken, with just about 3 minutes gone in the second period, get on the board.
To possess the puck, and you bring a forward out high, you just throw it to Burakovsky. The puck ends up getting to the front of the net, a little hot to handle on the backhand. Nothing play. Cartier makes a good move on the backhand, spin around, throws the puck on the ice through the legs of Merzlikins. And again, that's the break the Kraken needed. They needed to find some.
Good pressure, good response here by the Blue Jackets. It's fed all the way around, and Tanev has open ice. Here comes Turbo with Gord going to the front. Turbo scores! Brandon Tanev! It's Turbo time once again, and the Kraken have tied it.
Move here from Brandon Tanev, the 2-on-1. Yanni Gord drives the middle, allows the space for Tanev to cut to his left side, shoots back the other way. Great move, getting the defenseman to go down, shooting back to the other side where he came from. Merzlikins moving to his right, the shot goes to the left. Perfect play shot.
The Kraken start this night at 21st with their power play. Columbus number 12 on the kill. Seattle is 1 for 14 in the last 5 with their power play. McCann, Everly in front, they score! That's hockey, baby! Eli Tolvanen on the back door. It's a power play goal. 3-2, Seattle. Little lead feed. Morgan, we see it up close. To the wall, Schwartz. He springs Bjorkstrand, who has Borgen right down Lenny Wilkins' way. He scores! Hey, hey! What do you say? Will Borgen and the Kraken have a 4-2 lead. $1:27 left. The Kraken looking for their 7th win of the season. Their 4th on home ice. McCann, yawning cage, bullseye! Jared McCann with an empty net goal.
Well, good play here by Everly, knowing the middle of the ice is open. Ginikov just stays a little bit too far back. You give McCann that much time, he's going to be able to find the empty net, just finding the middle, sending it home. And
well, it's all about it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And the Kraken will. That's Kraken hockey, baby. It's a 5-2 win over the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Next up for the Kraken, Chicago in town Thursday night. It'll be the 3rd game of a season-long 6-game homestand. Closer to home, the start of the Wenatchee Wild's season has been a struggle, as you know by now, but they're back home for a couple of games this weekend. Right now, they are 6-10, and head coach Don Nachbauer has been working to improve the Wild's special teams. Well, Austin Drade, our good friend, the voice of the Wild, was on this show yesterday to talk about net presence.
We're starting to see the guys scoring on special teams. We've been scoring on the power play the last 5 games in a row. The percentage is starting to climb slowly. The guys are, I was talking with Coach Nachbauer before the game on Saturday. We talked about that net front presence, getting to the net, getting to those areas where you kind of have to grind out a play and do the extra work. And brought a smile to his face because the guys were, number one, we were talking about that and focusing on that, but the guys were really doing that well on Friday night. And we're seeing the results start to show up. The guys are slowly but surely climbing the standings, and now it's so early.
It is early. Wild will host Calgary Saturday at 6, Kamloops Sunday afternoon at 4 at the Town Toyota Center. All right, state tournament time. It began yesterday. You see Pateros and Cross Point Christian. Pateros lost that game, by the way, 5-0 in State B soccer, so the season is over. Coming up today, it's Okanagan at Napavine at 4 o'clock. Tenasket takes on Toledo. That'll be in Kelso at 6. Brewster Northwest Christian will play at Central Valley High School in Spokane at 6:30. The first round of the State 1A tournament begins today. Natchez Valley will take on the Bush School in Sammamish at 5. Cashmere will host Kingsway Christian at 6 o'clock. Royal will play Cedar Park Christian in Juanita also at 6 o'clock. Ellensburg, they begin their 2A tournament at Civic Stadium in Bellingham tonight against a very good Seaholm team. They'll begin at 6 o'clock. And of course, let's talk about Wenatchee. They're on a 13-game winning streak. They won the district championship. They won the Big 9 championship. They're the number 7 seed. They will host the Kentridge Chargers tonight at Leib off the field of the Apple Bowl, round 1. They'll get going at 6 o'clock. The Yakima Valley Sun Dome is going to see a whole bunch of volleyball. Starting today, it's the State 1B and 2B tournaments at Soap Lake. They have a play-in match this morning at 8 o'clock. They got to start playing volleyball in about half an hour. Anyway, if they win, the Eagles will be guaranteed at least 2 more matches. Waterville-Mansfield, they begin their tournament at 1:30 this afternoon against Mary Walker. Manson begins defense of their State 2B championship this morning, 9:45 against Warden. Tenasket will take on Coupeville also at 9:45. They have a lot of courts on the floor there. And the State 1A tournament, they don't get underway until Friday morning for Cashmere and Chelan. The Bulldogs will take on Lakeside at a 9 Mile Falls in the first round at 12:45. Chelan begins defense of their state championship against Kalama at 2:30. And those are just some of the games that people are playing. There are a number of obscure holidays you can indulge in today. It's National Hug a Musician Day. It's Sadie Hawkins Day. But no, today is World Kindness Day, and it's been around for a while. World Kindness Day should actually be, well, quite frankly, every day. There's our good friends, Kindness Counts. You remember the Be Kind group that Gene Sherritt and all those kids put together? They should bring that group back. That was a fun group to be a part of. Fascinating facts about being kind. Doing an act of kindness results in endorphins being released in your brain. Makes you feel good. It's nature's painkillers. You want endorphins? Do something good. Studies show that performing acts of kindness lowers your blood pressure. Makes sense to me. Doing something nice for somebody else or an organization stimulates serotonin in the brain, so that makes you feel good, calms your nerves, helps wounds heal faster, believe it or not. A study finds that people who are altruistic were happier than people who don't give to charity. People over the age of 55 or retired people who volunteer for 2 or more organizations have an over 40% chance of living longer than older people who don't volunteer at all. And another scientific study has suggested that people who are kind on a regular basis are just a better person all around than people who are jerks. It's National Kindness Day today, as it should be every day. Today in history, 28 minutes after the hour, there's a nice picture of Mount Rainier. There she's sitting there. I believe that's Orting beneath Mount Rainier. Why is that picture there? Because it was on this day back in 1843. That was a long time ago, 181 years ago. Mount Rainier experienced a slight eruption. Wasn't big. The only ones around were the natives, but they noticed it, wrote it down. This ain't good. Think about this. Mount Rainier, of course, is just, it's doomed. It's way overdue for another eruption. And if Mount Rainier erupts again, it doesn't even have to be a big one, just enough to, take the top off a little bit. The lahars that would come down from Mount Rainier would basically wipe out the entire Puyallup Valley. According to the United States Geological Survey, basically, if Mount Rainier erupts in the direction that it's pointing, Enumclaw, Orting, Kent, Auburn, Puyallup, Sumner, and pretty much all of Renton would be wiped off the map, just like that. So it's just sitting there. It will erupt again. It hasn't in 181 years. We shall see. If Seattle has a birthday, I guess this is it. November 13th, 1851, 173 years ago today, the Denny Party lands at Alki Point. They hung around a little bit. They wanted to set up shop. They wanted to have a harbor to ship through the Puget Sound area, but Alki Point was just a little too shallow for big ships to get close, so they moved to the other side of Elliott Bay, which was deep, and they founded Seattle. So if Seattle has a birthday, of course, the Denny Party, the pioneer in Seattle, they landed on Alki Point on this date back in 1851. Happy 97th birthday to one of the most amazing engineering feats of all time. The Holland Tunnel opens to traffic. It's the first vehicle tunnel linking New Jersey to New York City under the Hudson River. Now, the Hudson River is a big, wide river. Digging a tunnel underneath the river and coming up on the other side in New York is a remarkable feat indeed, and it's 97 years old. 15 million people use the Holland Tunnel every day just going from New Jersey into Manhattan. 15 million every year go from New Jersey into Manhattan via the Holland Tunnel. The original toll for the Holland Tunnel, 50 cents either direction. It now runs you about $17 to cross from New Jersey into Manhattan, and as usual, it doesn't cost you anything to take the Holland Tunnel from Manhattan to New Jersey. And this is the 42nd anniversary of the dedication of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. It was marched to its site by thousands of Vietnam War veterans, and then the ceremonies were taken care of. It's one of the most visited pieces of real estate in all of Washington, D.C. It's only about 2.5 acres. Those who were confirmed as dead are denoted by a diamond shape next to their name. Those whose status is unknown, they have a cross sign next to their name. When the death of one who was previously missing is confirmed, a diamond is superimposed over the cross. And since it opened in 1982, they have added over 400 more names to the memorial. Some were men who did die in Vietnam but were left off the list because of clerical errors or paperwork snafus or something. Others were veterans who served in Vietnam who died after 1982, and their deaths were determined by the Department of Defense to be the direct result of their Vietnam War service. So they have continued to add names over the 42 years since that opened in 1982. And birthdays. They're both heavenly birthdays. Edwin Booth is considered the greatest American actor of the 19th century. Of the 19th century, Edwin Booth was like it. He was the actor in this country. Of course, his brother assassinated Abraham Lincoln. He didn't much care for his brother anyway. He had already disowned his brother before he even shot Lincoln, and then after he shot and killed Lincoln, his brother's name was never spoken again. But ironically enough, he led the effort to get his brother John Wilkes Booth's body disinterred and buried in the Booth family plot a number of years later for reasons unknown. And this amazing statistic, this amazing fact about Edwin Booth, he saved the life of Robert Todd Lincoln, Abe Lincoln's son, sometime in either 1864 or 1865. Both of them remembered it quite well, but they just couldn't remember the exact year. Robert Todd Lincoln fell between a train and the train platform and would have been crushed to death by the oncoming train, except Edwin Booth reached down and pulled him out. Ironically enough, Edwin Booth, the brother of John Wilkes Booth, saved the life of Robert Todd Lincoln, the son of Abraham Lincoln. And one of the greatest lawyers this country has ever produced, and a great justice as well, Louis Brandeis, born in the state in 1856, known as the People's Lawyer. He was an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States from 1916 to 1939. His writings hold up very well today, including this, his concurring opinion in Whitney v. California in 1927, when Louis Brandeis, along with Oliver Wendell Holmes Jr., said this: "Fear of serious injury cannot alone justify suppression of free speech and assembly. Men feared witches and burnt women. It is the function of free speech to free men from bondage of irrational fears. Those who won our independence by revolution were not cowards. They did not fear political change. They did not exalt order at the cost of liberty." And that has been the basis of a lot of free speech opinions ever since. Read his writings. They're fascinating stuff. For heat and air, call Alpine Air. For heat and air, call Alpine Air. For heat and air, call Alpine Air. I said it 3 times because that's how good they are. Alpine Air is our platinum sponsor. For heat and air, call Alpine Air. And like a lot of people, I have an older house and one room gets cold and the other room gets hot, and I don't know why. I should call Alpine Air since I'm talking about it. Mike Magnotti's got an opinion coming up, and then Katie Grove, the executive director of the New America Performing Arts Center, is going to tease you about the big event next week. It's back for the 20-some-odd year. Festival of Trees begins 1 week from tomorrow. Katie will join me when we come back. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCWLIFE channel.
Global Car Care has the best customer service in the Valley. From the moment you walk in the door, their goal is to help you stay on the road, so you can keep doing what's important to you. Global Car Care certified ASE mechanics stand behind your automotive repairs.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for, the Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Because nobody stands by their tires like we do. It's a better deal on better tires with the best service in the business. Get more from Les.
The new Hummer EV is everything you want in an all-electric vehicle. It's powerful, reliable, comfortable, and will take you anywhere you want to go, on-road or off. Why buy one of those lesser EVs when you can have one that uses them for traction? Order your Hummer pickup or SUV today from Sangster Motors, batteries included.
Welcome to Boswell's, where you'll find quality furnishings for every room in your home. Customers ask, do you have solid wood options? Yes, they do. Bamboo, maple, acacia, cherry, mahogany. With 2 floors of quality furniture and complimentary design services, Boswell's design team can create a home that's uniquely yours. For almost a century, people have chosen Boswell's for their quality and customer service. Boswell's Furniture, it's closer than you think.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Hey, this is Mike Mad Dog Magnotti, and everybody's entitled to my opinion. Now, you may be asking what this thing is here, okay? Well, what it is, because I keep punching it, it runs the teleprompter, okay? Now, I'm not the president. I'm not anybody else real important. They don't have the teleprompter set up so that it runs at the right speed for me. So I have to keep punching this button to make it stop and go. So if you're wondering what I'm doing with this, that's what I'm doing. And if you're thinking, boy, that Magnotti really isn't all that bright at all, well, you can join the club. This is Mike Mad Dog Magnotti. Hey, that's my opinion.
This is the time of year we celebrate family, traditions, and great food. At Abby's, our legendary pizzas are so giant that they feed up to 6 happy family members. When you need a break from cooking, think Abby's. Our place or your place. Our family is here for your family.
The Triple Topper's back!
This November, what makes Abby's Triple Topper so great? It's the pepperoni, Canadian bacon, and ground beef toppings piled to the edge. It's a whole lot of pizza at a very special price. Order your Triple Topper at abbys.com.
Here's your coffee. That'll be $5.
Thanks.
Oh, it's only $5.
Oh, I like paying double.
Why?
I've always paid more.
You wouldn't pay double for coffee. So don't pay double on your heating bill. Cut your heating bills by up to half when you switch to a heat pump or ductless mini split. and get cash back from Chelan PUD plus federal tax credits. Learn more at chelanpud.org/save.
The Gilded Lily is filled with holiday cheer. Every corner is full of gift ideas that have been handpicked for your home, family, and friends. Come see the beautiful trees with decor to make your home sparkle this festive season. Gorgeous lights, gourmet foods, specialty chocolates. Shop often during the holiday season and enjoy complimentary gift packaging with purchase. The staff at Gilded Lily looks forward to assisting you with your holiday shopping.
The America Performing Arts Center is almost 25 years old, as is the Festival of Trees, which means it's back. It's the fundraiser, the biggest single fundraiser of the year. That's why I have to stretch it out over 4 days, Thursday the 21st all the way through Sunday the 24th, right here at the America Performing Arts Center, not only here on the stage of the PAC, but kind of all over the joint. And of course, our good friend Katie Grove is joining me again. Still has the title interim. We're working on getting rid of that, right?
We are. Yeah, fingers crossed.
I'm not without influence. I can, a couple phone calls.
If you can put in a good word for me,
Yeah.
I would appreciate it.
You got it. How is the gig working out? I haven't had a chance to talk to you on camera, but usually we're just visiting as friends. But
no, it's incredible. So I hit the ground running with Hot August Nights, and just watching the team pull off a show like that was truly fun and fantastic. And I think I saw 11 of the shows, and I knew most of the lines by the end of it. But the team just makes it fun, so I'm loving it.
Think about this. What is this? You've been here 16, 17 years? Is that right?
Yeah. Good
Did
memory.
you have any idea when you moved here on a whim all those years ago that this is where you'd be?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I am very, very grateful. It's a wonderful opportunity. So it still makes me incredibly proud, and I have to pinch myself.
Well, this is your first Festival of Trees, so
Officially, yeah.
a lot of focus is on you.
I've attended many,
Yeah,
but
as have I over the years, although I haven't been the last couple of years, so I've been missing out on the kickoff event, which starts the whole festivities. It's the Festival of Spirits. This was something that the Namerica group tried 5 years ago or so on a whim, just to see if we add this event, would it drive more interest, and it did.
Well, and a big motivation, Kelsey Dew is our board chair of Dilly Deli, and she had an idea that it would just be awesome to have something a little more casual, live music, and an opportunity to socialize with other business owners in the community. And Alex Haley ran with it, and it's just been a huge success. And local bars and restaurants wrapping themselves around the event. It's definitely a lot of fun.
It's like a big formal cocktail party, only it helps out Katie and the America Performing Arts Center. They're going to be doing battle, by the way. Epic Lounge, Perico's Lounge, South at Pybus. Oh, I love their food. Stone's Gastro Pub, the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing, the Thai Restaurant, and Wally's House of Booze. Those are going. They're going to go head to 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 do what exactly on Thursday, the 21st?
So everyone will make a signature drink, and so you'll receive 7 tickets to hit each of the bars, and then they decorate their bars accordingly. And so there's a contest for the best decorated bar. Local live music, just a fun vibe and a reason to put on a little bit of glitter.
And some food to eat.
Yes. So Hammy's and Sammy's is coming. So we're going to have a food truck, which is going to be a ton of fun, running to the stage. And so you can either have a smash burger or a grilled cheese. And even in the morning, Yeah, a grilled cheese sounds pretty amazing. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Where is physically that going to take part here on the campus?
So each of our events will happen here on the stage, and we're really excited. The magic is obviously in the theater, so Festival of Spirits will be here in each of the events after.
So that kicks things off. Again, that's on Thursday the 21st. All of these events we're talking about, there's going to be some charge with the exception of course, the free viewing and the teddy bear time on Sunday. So tickets right now are on sale. Now this sold out last year and the year before and the year before.
Yeah, tickets are running really slim. So if people do want to attend, for sure, grabbing tickets as soon as possible.
They need to know how many drinks to make. They need to know how much food to bring. So it's very, very important. And it's a great deal. It's a great deal for that. That's the Festival of Spirits. That starts things on Thursday night. Friday, the Swanky Soiree. I'll let you take that.
The Swanky Soiree is just a blast. So first year, last year, and I love a good reason to get dressed up, and people had a lot of fun with that last year. Dueling pianists who take requests from the room. Each request, people are putting a bid, so just a fun way to do a fundraiser and a good energy. You have some battling of people trying to get the song they want. Heavy appetizers, obviously a bar on site, just a fun time.
Same pianists as last year because they were good.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we booked them quite a while ago just so we can make sure to have them for the event.
Talk about the thought process last year because this is the second Swanky Soiree.
Yeah.
So somebody said, let's try this, and it worked?
Yeah, so we've been doing Festival of Trees almost 25 years. So next year is our anniversary year. And just trying to mix it up and do something a little bit different. People loved the Swanky Soiree, and then some just said, they also wanted the dinner, the more formal sit down. So instead of the 2 Swanky Soirees, we're doing a dinner and live auction as well.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
By the way, folks, bring your wallet because it's not just that. Then, of course, the big night, we'll talk about the public viewing in just a little bit, but the big event that's been the cornerstone, I know I've been involved with it, is the big dinner and live auction.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the signature event.
It is the signature event, and I think the important thing for people to understand is the PAC were able to put on shows here on the stage literally by their generous support. So their support brings the show here. The tickets we sell help turn the lights on and pay our staff, and so we really couldn't bring shows in without that support. And we have a good, big initiative for the next year for our anniversary year that we're excited to share with people.
Is there a misconception? Do people not realize that this is a nonprofit?
Well, and in full disclosure, when I came to town, I didn't know. So there's a remarkable amount of people that don't know because they come in and there are professional performances and the idea that we are nonprofit. A lot of people are caught by surprise. So this event will help educate people that we are.
You know who really loves this place and where it's located? The downtown merchants. It's just
Absolutely.
one more, people want to come downtown anyway to eat or to shop. And now when you have a theater like this, a beautiful state-of-the-art theater with top-notch people and equipment, and you got restaurants up and down Wenatchee Avenue, everything feeds into the same communal pool, doesn't it?
And just the energy, and on the Ave, it's fun. We have to make reservations now. And that blows, how cool to show how much Wenatchee has grown that you can't just walk into a restaurant on the Ave without a reservation, and I love that. So
that's a nice problem to have, isn't it?
It shows our growth as a community, and the PAC is really grateful for that growth.
It helps that the food is good too.
Well, it obviously is good.
It is good. The Festival of Spirits on Thursday, that'll cost you, if you go to NumericaPac.com, it's right on the front page. The Swanky Soiree, that'll cost you. The dinner and live meat auction, that will cost you. What won't cost you anything is to come look at the trees itself. So talk about the free viewings Friday, Saturday, and right on into Sunday, and the bidding, all that good stuff. Yeah,
a lot of people, Christmas, the holidays really begin when they come and look at our public viewing. So we'll have miniature trees, wreaths that have been decorated by local community members, some business owners, and then we'll have the grand trees. And our local business owners have made that possible, where they sponsor the tree, and then we have local designers that they blow my mind. They take days to decorate them, and they are absolutely breathtaking, and they will be auctioned off at our Saturday event. Yeah, so these are the really big grand trees, and they all have themes. They all theme them out. They do a really good, they get extremely creative
with their themes.
Yeah, we may or may not have a trip to Hawaii this year. There's a lot of fun ones, and a lot of companies will actually buy them and then give the gifts away to their staff.
Or put them in the lobby of their building. We've seen that in the past as well. Those are the big trees. Those get auctioned off Saturday night. Again, bring your checkbook. And then the little trees, the mini trees.
So it is a silent auction, and the public viewing is from 10 to 5 on Friday and Saturday, and then on Sunday from 10 to 1. And we have a hot chocolate bar, and just to make it fun throughout the day. And then you can do the silent auction, and then we'll call people on Sunday to let them know if they won or not.
And then it all wraps up on Sunday with something for the kids.
Yeah, Teddy Bear Time is on Sunday again. Everything is on the stage. And the thing I love about Teddy Bear Time and that parents really like is this year they're going to be decorating cookies. So instead of having sprinkles all over your kitchen floor, you can have them on our stage. And it's a fun time to see the jolly big guy. And some treats for the kiddos as well.
And there's 3 of those on Sunday, right? 10 a.m., noon, and 2, right?
Yes.
So you can pick any of those 3, or you can do all 3 if you want.
Yeah.
I suppose I don't care.
And we may or may not have mimosas for the adults.
Ooh,
so,
okay.
Yeah. Make it fun for everyone.
All of a sudden, I'm thinking about coming down on Sunday as well. How is the with the construction going on, the remodeling of the convention center? I've been talking to the contractor. These guys have been really good to work with. They're doing everything they can to not disrupt your business.
They're wonderful. So even when they were using the jackhammers, they very specifically would wait. They would run it until 5, and then they would stop so that during showtime there weren't any sounds. Right now you're hearing a sound. They're working on the elevator shaft, and we're just stoked about the construction because we will have another restroom and an elevator directly in our lobby.
Cool.
So that's going to be a wonderful asset.
And it hasn't disrupted parking.
No.
A little bit on the avenue, but no big deal. Most people park behind anyway.
Yeah, most parking behind. There's overflow parking, but really, yeah, it's the 10 spots in the front. So all things considered, they've just been absolutely wonderful to work with, and it hasn't done anything to our operations.
Again, don't procrastinate on the tickets. Specifically, I want to mention again the Festival of Spirits always sells out early. That kicks it off on Thursday the 21st. The Friday Swinky Soiree will sell out. Just log on to numericapac.org, whip out your credit card, you're good to go. The Saturday night big event usually is pretty close to sold out as well.
We're 2/3 sold out for Saturday, so and a lot of those tickets or purchases will come in the next 3 days. So
and it's Tuesday the 12th as we film this, people. So don't put it off. Don't procrastinate. Don't even procrastinate putting it off because you may be out of luck.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And again, same deal. They're only making a certain amount of food and drinks. So
yeah, well, we're limited to seating, so we've done it at the convention center before, and they're wonderful partners. They're obviously limited on space, so our stage max is 150 people, and so we really can't do more than that.
And that's believe it or not, that's a big stage.
This is a large
The fact
stage.
that you have this huge stage with a big well in the back and it's very deep. You can bring in acts.
150 people sounds like a ton when you're watching a show. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's one of the nice things about having this big stage. You can bring in acts that need a big stage to even put on their shows.
Masters of Illusion, that was a good one.
Yeah, we were here when they were setting up for that.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. We were sworn to secrecy, of course.
We'll use all that. We use all that space.
Numerica Festival of Trees is back again, numericapac.org. It's right on the front page. And get ready to buy your tickets and have a good time. What else is coming down the hopper for the holidays for the pack that's not Festival of Trees related?
Holiday Spice, always, right? The old radio show, which will, that's just another great way to kick off the holidays. Holiday Spice here, which definitely always sells out. And Holiday Spice as well, you're going to want to grab tickets soon. Holiday Spice here is at 7 and 10.
Oh, late night? Well, it's Holiday Spice. It's a little adult-oriented, I guess is the best way to put it.
It is exactly as it sounds. It's a Jamie Donegan production, so you can expect that. And just great local talent. Like, we are incredibly lucky to have as much local talent.
How does she know there's a lot of great local talent? I ain't going to be there. That ensures it. I'm just joking, of course. I got nothing going on that night. Katie, it's so good to see you.
I heard you're in the show.
I wouldn't be surprised. I get talked into doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I don't know what's going on. Numerical Festival of Trees, Thursday the 24th, through Sunday, Thursday the 21st through Sunday the 24th. AmericaPac.org. I think we got it all covered.
I think so.
So
yeah.
who do I call to get this interim tag away from your title?
Oh, call Kelsey Dew. I think she has the power.
Okay.
Her or Mike Locke.
Okay.
We all know he's the real boss.
Mike, I like. Kelsey kind of intimidates me a little bit. So
that's fair.
It doesn't take much to intimidate me. You're watching Wake Up on Wenatchee Valley. We'll be right back.
A ductless unit from Carrier can keep anyone comfortable. Take Shelly, for instance. She finds me time in her new attic-turned-home gym. And with her Carrier ductless unit, the temperature is always perfect. No matter how intense her workout gets. Carrier. Total comfort. Totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether. We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
So what am I looking at here?
That is what great power looks like.
Tell me more.
It's called hydropower. Hydropower uses water and gravity to generate electricity. Since the fuel for hydropower is water, it has zero emissions and it's renewable. It also works when it's not sunny or windy. And it's the cheapest power we can make.
So it's clean, renewable, reliable, and affordable? And hydropower is all four?
Only hydropower is all four. And you can learn more about it at the Chelan PUD Discovery Center at Rocky Reach Dam.
Whether you're building from the ground up or transforming your space with a custom remodel, One Way Construction is your trusted partner in creating a home that's uniquely yours. Your dream home is just a call away. Schedule your free consultation, and let's build something amazing together.
That's an ominous looking view from our Wenatchee Heights camera. Rain. Everybody's getting at least a little bit of light rain. It's been kind of hit and miss, but it's also been quite breezy this morning. Those pressure gradients are tightening up. The system is coming up from the southwest, so as you progress through the day today and you want to know what's coming our way, just look towards Mission Ridge. And that is what's coming our way. And we're talking about rain. Perhaps quite a bit of rain. Now, we're still in the lee of the Cascades, which means here in the Wenatchee Valley, if we even get the most amount of rain that they're predicting, no more than 1/4 of an inch. Here's a repeat of the slide that we showed you at the top of the show. Some significant mountain snow above 5,000 feet. Anything below 5,000 feet, which is most of the major mountain passes, of course, just rain. But look to the north of us. Look up to the Omak area, up in Republic, Medhow Valley. You're going to get considerably more rain than the Wenatchee Valley is going to get. Moses Lake could get up to 1/2 inch of rain. Richville could get up to 1/2 inch of rain. Quite a bit of rain anywhere you go. So flooding, I don't think is going to be a problem because the rain, although is going to come down most of the day today until about late in the afternoon, it's not going to be real heavy. It'll rain, then it'll stop, it'll rain, it'll stop, but the rain will be coming down in buckets. It'll be more like a light, consistent rain, but everybody in our viewing area is in the path of this baby, so the precipitation is here. It's also warm. Very warm. We're at 45, which is already supposed to be our daily high for this time of the year. And you'll notice as we transition over the forecast from the National Weather Service, these are very warm temperatures. So rain until right around sunset or so. Could see a little rain after the sun goes down at 4:30, but for the most part, it's going to be hit and miss showers, the clouds that go along with it. High today of about 51 degrees. And again, pretty good wind out of the southeast most of the day today. The rain chance dissipates to about 30% tonight. Clouds hanging around 38 for the overnight low. That's warm for this time of the year. And then sunshine for the most part on Thursday. It'll be partly sunny on Thursday and a high of 54. Lots of sunshine Friday and a high of 51. Will be dry tomorrow and Friday night. And then Saturday late in the afternoon, early evening, here comes another band of rain. quite a bit of it. On Saturday night, an 80% chance of rain, which means it's going to rain on Saturday night. It's going to rain Sunday morning until about 10 a.m. and then we dry out a little bit. And we're looking at maybe some sunshine and normal temperatures early next week. That's it for us. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.